Hey ye, hey ye, hey ye. Arsenal won, Brighton won. And it's a classic case of it's not right, but it's okay. I'm gonna make it anyway. Pack your bags up and leave. Now, to be honest with you, I watched the game. I had to, you know what I mean? I was doing an up watch, watching Arsenal against Brighton. And to be fair, I I felt like it just wasn't Arsenal's day. What do I mean by it wasn't Arsenal's day? I think it started off from the refereeing decisions. I thought the refereeing decisions was poor. In the first half, I could have sworn that Saka he was elbowed in his face, and then there was like the same brother then trampled on Saka. There was nothing given, so I was like, right, okay, decision making here looks like it could go our way today, and Brighton could get a lot. And in the first half, Arsenal just weren't getting the rub of the green. I have to say, Havertz took his goal well to go 1-0 up, but it was a tight game. The one thing we did see in that first half was that Brighton was adopting the same high line system similar to Spurs. Maybe not as effective with their inverted fullbacks, but they did play an extremely high line. I mean, Van Heck, what the Van Heck was literally the last brother up there. Lewis Dunk was fully up the pitch. So, and in terms of Arsenal catching them in that first half, apart from Havertz's goal, it was it was all right. You know, I thought that Brighton did all right. They held them together. Second half now, I can't lie to you. That's when the game got really interesting. Again, at first glance, I thought it was a harsh red. Declan Rice, I have to admit, you see, what happens is this is what happens when you've got an ego. You can see by the Arsenal players, there's an ego in the way that they're acting, and there's a way that they walk and talk. They're expecting to win, and there's nothing wrong with expecting to win, but you need to have some humility. Declan Rice's first challenge was a disgrace, to be honest with you. Lucky, in my opinion, to only get a yellow. But then that second half, what was Declan thinking? These brothers know the rules. They know that you can't kick the ball away, especially because that brother wanted to have a quick free kick. And so Declan putting his leg in the way, it is very, very petulant. Petulant, in my opinion. And so therefore, although it was harsh, by the letter of the law, Basmati had to go. And he had to go. I'm sorry to say he had to go. And then the game was spoiled. Then Brighton for me were just sourcing. They had a lot of the ball. They got the equalizing goal from Minte. Excellent pass by Dunk. And then for me, Brighton just kind of fell off. I don't know. I think they got caught between a rock and a hard place, because for me, once Arsenal was down to 10 men, they are there for the taking. Take them and slap them up. And they were really kind of unsure. They were playing the high line, but at the same time, they were vulnerable. And there was two chances. One, I think Havertz, ball comes over the top. Havertz is through on goal. Really should have buried it. Really should have buried it. It's a disgrace that he didn't bury it, and then Saka coming in. But there was also a ball that came across the box into Saka, and Saka missed. So the star boys, Havertz that you've been shaking your bum for, didn't do nothing. And in my opinion, had Arsenal, this is why when I'm telling Arsenal fans think I'm trolling. Had you brought in a striker, had you brought in an Ivan Toney, maybe you win that game. You knock it long over the top, he holds it up, turns, spins the player, bads it up. Because Havertz isn't that guy. Although he had that one chance, he didn't do it again. So Arsenal fans, after all the shaking of bums, after cussing me, Deji, you drew with Leicester, rare. Where are we now? At home to Brighton, you should be winning. Let's be real, Arsenal fans. Forget about it was Brighton. Forget about the ref for a moment. It is a disgrace that you did not win this game. It is a disgrace that you walked away just about with a point. Now, everyone knows, before I get into the comments, big up to everyone that's locked in, locked on. If you didn't know, now you know. It's Arsenal 1, Brighton 1. And guess what, Pete? For me, I don't really want to play Arsenal unless we're playing against your best players. That's me, in my personal opinion. And unfortunately, we're not going to have Basmati Rice for the North London derby. Oh, what a shame. So we're trying to work it out right now already. But looking at it, there's no Basmati. And your star boy, your £50 million signing, Marino, got injured, dislocated his shoulder in training. I mean, honestly, you can't make this up. And shiver me timbers, because Urian means shiver in Dutch. Shiver me timbers. Also looking like he might have picked up something, although we are expecting him back. We saw Calamari up close and personal today. I'm not going to lie. He looks rubbish. And, you know, I think it was on the terrace, I actually said that I'm not scared of Arsenal. I can't lie. There is nothing that I saw from Arsenal's performance today that leads me to believe that I should be panicking. Panicking for the North. I said it before and I'll say it again. I wish we played them this lunchtime. They are not ready. If they were struggling with the Brighton high line, what are these brothers going to do when they come against my club? Oh my days. What are they going to do against my club when you got the Solankes and the older bears on the pitch? It could be very, very long. That's what it is though. Arsenal, for me, you had an opportunity to state your claim, and after game 3, you flopped the show. Arsenal flopped the show. Yes, some decisions went against you, but when people are talking about injuries, you don't want to know. When people are talking about refereeing decisions, you don't want to know. When people are talking about VAR, you don't want to know. So don't be telling me about the ref today. Yes, from me being objective, it felt like the ref had it in for you. Because for me, what I prefer is consistency. If you're going to have the same energy with both teams. I think there was a situation in the first half where Pedro kicks the ball away, or whatever his name is, João Pedro. He kicks it away. You get me? That's a yellow card. Do you get me? If you're gonna do Basmati for that, then in the first half you should have done Pedro for that. So I can see why Arsenal fans are aggrieved. But you should be more aggrieved, Arsenal fans, because if Tottenham do what we're expecting them to do tomorrow against Newcastle, then my club is already above your club. And I already done told you what this is. So bigger, everyone explain yourselves, Arsenal fans. Explain yourselves. Are you happy with the dustiness that came out of your stadium today? But for me, a lot of moaning, man. Saka's moaning. Yeah, football's rough. Premier League's rough. If you're not about it, why are you on the pitch? A lot of weak players, weak-minded. Gabriel, come on, let's be real. The goal that Brighton scored was dusty. All you had to do was put a leg out. Just tackle him. Get your leg on the ball and it's over. Barge him. Foul him. Sat him. And if that guy, whoever it was, who had that shot, wasn't so dusty, Brighton could have won the game. But anyway, big up to everyone locked in, locked on. So Ronnie says, no Rice for the North London derby. Bad result incoming. Come and you spec. Bro, I'm not going to lie. I saw it and I laughed. But I want to play against Arsenal with all of their big guns on the pitch because I don't want this team to have any dusty excuse. These that are going to tell me because Basmati didn't play. Remember, last season when we got the draw at the Emirates, they were talking about because Basmati came off at half-time. I want to know, no Marino or whatever his name is, and no Basmati for the North London derby. I can't wait. The international break is in the way right now. I can't lie to you. Big up to Artillero, Spurs fan doing reviews of the Arsenal game. Obsessed weirdo. Bro, at the end of the day, call it what you want, mate. Call it what you want. I am doing an up watch. I am taking my time out this season to see what all the fuss is all about. And I have to say, if Arsenal fans are being real, the thing is, if you can get over the noise, if you can get over the hot air that comes out of my mouth, and you listen to what I'm saying, a lot of the stuff makes absolutely 100% sense. If you're being real, Arsenal have not been impressive so far at the start of this season. Yes, you've not lost again, lost the game. Yes, you've only conceded 1 goal, but you play the Wolves team that don't eat meat. Yeah, let's be real, they were dusty. Then last week, Villa should have been 2-0 up. Stupid mistake, and then you managed to get the win. You got the W over there. And to be honest, you weren't that great. And I think that in today's game, the red card kind of mars the game a bit. You probably win this game 1-0 had Declan not been sent off, but it wasn't a great performance. It wouldn't have been a great performance. I'm calling it out because I want you guys to be competitive. I want you guys to do what you said you want to do. AFC always is saying, Deji, we can't be dropping points at home. Bro, that's what I'm trying to say. Regardless of what happened today, it is a disgrace to drop points at home to Brighton. Remember, none of the big duns, none of the big six have come through. Brighton will not be in the top 6 this season. The manager's new. Can you imagine? Let me think this. Think this. The Brighton manager was upset at drawing at the Emirates. That's how much domination in the location that these brothers had in that second half. I would be disappointed too. I'm not going to lie. And for Arsenal fans, it's not right. I'm not going to lie to you what you went through today, but it's okay. It's okay. Whitney Houston settings, you don't know. So Jay Green says, well, Deji, see you soon. No excuses now. Rice is out. Bro, I didn't care about Rice. I didn't care about Basmati. I didn't care about Palau. I didn't care about the Tilda Long Grain. Rice wasn't going to be the difference coming to my gaff. I told you, man, from before the season started, we were going to slap you up. I don't care who's coming through. Don't be telling me because Declan is no longer available. If Declan was there, you would have got slapped anyway. Marcus says, Dunk howler on that goal. Yeah, bro, it was rubbish. Dunk was rubbish. You get what I'm saying? AFC says that Arsenal were poor in the second half. They were fully poor, fully rubbish. To be expected. But really and truly, when you deep it, Arsenal should be slapping up Brighton, even with 10. Even with 10. Even with 10. If that was Liverpool, I think Liverpool get the result still. Under Klopp, I'm not sure if it's under Arnie. You know what I mean? You don't know my view of Arnie's slot. But under Klopp, Liverpool comes out with the 3 points still. Yeah. If you're going to be winning the league, you have to dig deep. You have to get dirty. And one thing I can say to you guys today, Arsenal fans, you know me, I'm going to keep it real. It's harsh, but it's the rules. Yes, Justin, I agree. Whether you not like it or not, your players are not about that life. Arsenal fans, I'm going to call the elephant out in the room. Saka's there. Oh, he touched me in my face. Yeah, I think it was, look, it was an arm. Definitely his arm to the face. But where's Saka's response? Light work. Martinelli don't want it. Declan don't want it. Your players don't want it. The only brother that actually stood up and showed some chest, showed that he was a man on the pitch, I have to say, one of the dustiest guys I've ever seen in my life was Gabriel Morales. When the way he just stood there and took that shot to the chest, bam. Do you know what I mean? Yeah, you have to respect it because Raya weren't saving that shot. Let's be real, peeps. The man took it right there, winded. Where was everyone else? Where was Arsenal's fight? Don't tell me it's the beginning of the season. I don't want to hear that crap. You not been shaking your bum violently that you, man, ain't conceded. You're winning. Come on, Dej. Where you? Yeah. Well, we'll see, innit? We'll see about my club tomorrow. But you brought in Sterling for what? You brought in Sterling when you should have been bringing in Tony. Stupid. Calamari doesn't start. The little bit I saw of Calamari, I can't believe Arsenal fans were shaking their bum. He's rubbish. He's worse than Shiver Me Timbers. I actually prefer Shiver Me Timbers. He actually looks half decent. So Arsenal fans, Edu has done it. He's put you, man, in the mud. Arteta and Edu has cost my club the league by not getting us a real gut. Bro, that's what I'm saying, Alfie. You see me, even if I'm trolling, I actually want to see Arsenal at its best. So there's no excuses. So that when we finish, we ain't saying we should have done this, we should have done this, we should have done this. It will never be perfect. But you need to do what you need to do to get it over the line. Now, you're coming to my gaff to do what? What are you? You're coming to get slapped. That's what's coming on. You're coming to get match up. Let's be real. No Declan, no Marino. How can you play? Then you guys do a medical. You did you? I mean, they do. That's the reason why you do a medical is to check for injuries or potential injuries. Arsenal gave the all clear, and then this brother dislocates his arm. I mean, you can't make this crap up. When I say that Arsenal is more Spursy than Spurs, this is what I'm talking about, and then I get trolled. I'm just trying to help, peeps. I am trying to help. Rice, I agree with Marcus. Rice is an absolute disgrace. He was shocking, offered nothing. Only time I saw him today was when he was getting ball. Bro, because he was long for him. You know what you can have? That's why you can't judge a brother after the first season. Even Kulusevski had Tottenham all gassed and then he became dusty. I weren't shaking my bum for Basmati Rice because we knew that the real Rice would still come out. And so far, he's been rubbish. Let's be real. He's been crap so far this season. I know Declan's watching this. I know you're watching it, Declan. And if you want to do 1v1 down and Dagenham goals, we can do it. I know you're from these ends. Let's go. But you were crap and you cost Arsenal the 3 points today. That we are going to see later in the season why that cost Arsenal. When I'm done telling you, don't be surprised. Don't be surprised about my club. There was a reason for this. Big up to B-Win in the building, you know. Big up to you. Van Persie said, bro, João Pedro should have got sent off as well. Kiss my team. Yeah, bro. I'm not going to lie. Bro, I will be real. Arsenal did not get the rub of the green with the refereeing decisions today. But you're going to have games like that. And for your club at home, can you dig deep? Can you get the crowd behind you? The crowd weren't even behind Arsenal today. They were more time booing the ref. They weren't even focused on their team. That's how rubbish it is. And Partey. And the guy was looking lost. He was looking lost in space. That brother was a disgrace. Disgrace player today. Marcus says, this is the second game I've seen Partey and Rice look stinky, getting cooked by Pedro after getting cooked by Rodgers. Bro, this is what I'm saying. People, that's why I keep saying to you, this season is not about the season of names. People keep a lot of Tottenham fans coming out there, transfer window was rubbish. No, it's rubbish because you don't understand the players. It's rubbish because you don't know what Guan. But when you see the players come good, you will rate it. How many transfer windows have we had where we brought in names, we start shaking our bum violently, and they turn up rubbish? Lo Celso, Ndombele, all these brothers. At the end of the day, there's no point bringing in names if the names ain't going to do nothing. I'd rather have no name and they do something than name that does nothing. And with Arsenal, there's a lot of bum shaking. Calamari, oh, what a player. He doesn't even bloody start. Marino doesn't even start. You get me? The one that you didn't want, Havertz, is the man doing the thing. Let's be real. The man doing the thing. Lee Gunnar going to lose it. Lee Gunnar is going to say, I told you so to the Arsenal fan base. Lee Gunnar is going to be echoing what man is saying. You know, bigger early doors, my bro. Dustiest at its finest. The other, bro, it's dusty. Sandstorms. Do you know what I mean? Man feels like I'm in the Sahara Desert. It's so dusty over there. It's terrible. Terrible from what I'm seeing from Arsenal. 5 at the back. As soon as they conceded a goal. Interesting. Mourinho injured as well. Bro, it's long. See, this season, it's going to be a very interesting season. Benito says that Shiver Me Timbers was stinky as well. Bro, Arsenal been stinky. But because they've been playing this style for 5 years, they know how to grind out results. But now, this season, I'm telling you, Arsenal are getting found out. Arsenal fans, you know, they're getting found out. Shiver Me Timbers looking basic. The whole team looking basic. I'm looking at the high line that Brighton played. Apart from 2 times in that second half, Arsenal couldn't penetrate that line. And let's be real, Van Heck ain't no Van de Ven. Yes, we can all. I was like, what the Van Heck is going on here? Do you get me? Because he's so slow. What the Van Heck? Do you get me? Do you know, like that? If that's Van de Ven, that cross into Saka doesn't even get in. He doesn't even reach him. Saka there, I don't know how you stretch for a ball that you know is coming. Tell me. I'm not being me. I play amateur ball. Anticipation in the location. How are you stretching? You should have been in the place because you know that the brother's going to give you the ball. The fact that you weren't there is a worry for me. And Brighton ain't great. Brighton ain't great. That's what I'm saying, Peach. Brighton is not great. When you come up against the big dogs, what's going to happen? Artillero, look, you're vexed, innit? You're vexed. I don't mind reading your comments. 1 draw, and that's how you're shaking your bum. You bums are starving. I feel for you. Bro, you could be looking up at my ass tomorrow, bro. Let's keep it real. You could be looking up at my ass. Because if Tottenham do what they got to do against Newcastle, you're below me. Huh? Have some respect. Have some respect for yourself, my brother. You get me? Marcus is saying Pedro didn't kick the ball. He tried keeping the ball in. That was a genuine effort. Yeah, be real with you, Marcus. I'm not so sure, but hey, I hear you. For me, I'm not gonna lie. I felt like the same energy, the energy that was given to Arsenal by the ref, wasn't the same energy that he was given to Brighton, which I did find a little bit strange. However, the way that the man them dealt with it was childish. The way that the Arsenal players dealt with it was rubbish. Jay Green says 3 points lane, don't Spurs at this stage. Bro, bring it, bro. I've been saying it all week. I wish we were playing Arsenal this weekend. Then you would have had Rice. You would have had Basmati, Tilda, long grain, whatever rice that you want to take out of your fridge. Do you get me? But no, you're not going to be there. So already it's looking dusty. I'm there chatting to my brother and he's telling me about Jorginho. Woo! Jorginho party against my midfield. Are you dusty? Are you mad? Anthony Clark, what have you got to say, bro? Arsenal fans, let this waffler keep on chatting because we know what Tottenham are like. Bro, I just want to see you in the comment section tomorrow. Yeah, make sure you're available. Don't go missing. Don't do your food shopping. Do you know what I mean? Make sure you, man, are about. Here to there, good afternoon to you. Yeah, I'm giving a little light review. Arsenal fans, they say football is a humbler. Let's take some pros from this. The pros is you didn't lose. Yeah? So we don't need to get your knickers in the twist. However, if we're being objective, you know you've been dusty in the first 3 games. Just so happens you've got 7 points. I have plenty of concern. Do you get what I'm saying? Your midfield is not sourcing. Your attack is not sourcing. And your wingers, I didn't really see much from Saka today. Martinelli was rubbish. Why did they swap him for Trossard? What is this love affair with Martinelli that Martinelli has to play? If Martinelli starts against Tottenham or even comes on against Tottenham, it is long. It is long for you. Long, long, long. Martinelli is not that guy. Partey is off pace. I think he's injured, to be honest. Odegaard missed a complete sitter in that first half. If that was Maddison, it's in the back of the net. Let's just be real. Madders bangs that in. Do you know what I mean? I'm worried, Arsenal fans. I'm legitly worried for you, man. Legitly worried. You lot are thanking your lucky stars it's the international break. But, you know, I like to see what you lot are saying as well, because you know that we've got other afternoon kickoffs. Artillero, you got Spurs away, Atalanta away, City away, next 3 fixtures. It's curtains. I think so. I think so. That's why Arsenal needed to win today's game. Set the foundation in the location, but they didn't. Do you get me? Already wobbling. Wobbling, you know? Wobbling. That so-called special defense should have been... Oh, and let's be real, despite the fact, that's why I don't do stats. Because the stat man will tell you Arsenal's only conceded 1, which is true. But let's be real, that defense has been looking shaky all season. Wolves should have banged at least 2. Villa should have got 2. And really and truly, Brighton could have had 3 goals today. Let's be real. Head to there. Don't agree at all with the referee, but we have to take it. Tough points dropped, but the time for the squad to step up is at my gaff. Yeah, bro. I'm glad to see that Air today is taking the positives out of all of this. Do you know what I mean? Saka's just built like a boy. It's the truth. He's not about this life. I can't believe this brother was born in London, to be honest with you. He's really, really not about that life. Very, very weak. Weak is what I've been seeing. They're assembled in the building. Wagwan here today is a full breakdown of the great Spurs shakedown, and we know how this will end. Don't be chatting some rubbish, bro. Don't be chatting some rubbish. Here today says Timber looks superb. Hopefully there was not a serious issue. North London derby can't get here soon enough. Bro, we've been waiting. I'm watching the ops. I'm watching Villa. I'm going to go and watch the Villa game now. I watched Newcastle against Bournemouth. I've watched Arsenal last 2 games. In fact, the teams are looking dusty this year. Maybe it's a slow start to the new Premier League season, but boy, I can't wait. Alfie here, chatting bare rubbish. We'll beat you 3-1. Beat Brighton, bro. Don't talk about my team. Beat Brighton. I'm not chatting about my team. You beat me. We play a better high line than Brighton, bro. We got better players, more effective, sourcing with it. Do you get me? We got this. We can't wait, bro. I cannot wait. I can't wait. Aldolf says, we only started lacking after the red card. You called a celebration party. Bro, I don't think you were great, bro. The red card rattled you a little bit, but you still could have scored, bro. Havertz had a chance on goal. Saka had a chance. You lot didn't take it. You, man, weren't decisive. You weren't sourcing. You can't say, Adolf, that you guys were sourcing. You were looking shocking. Odegaard, the captain, getting hooked when the tough got going. Yeah. I'm looking at Odegaard and I'm trying to, you lot keep telling me. I'm only responding to what I'm getting. That's why I felt the need to come on and chat. You, man, convinced me, because I'm going to have to say you, man, have convinced me that Odegaard is better than Madders. Woo! This is what I mean. Is Odegaard better than Madders based on what we've seen in these first 3 games? Let's be real. Don't be telling me about yesteryear. I don't want to know about the Simpsons. I don't want to know about the Flintstones. What has your brother done so far this season? Odegaard has done nothing. Shaking your bums. When the tough got going, he was ghost to guard. Yes, I agree with Destiny there. Ghost to guard. The ghost to guard. The Assemble says, they did the original Arsenal support. Bro, you know what it is? We can agree to disagree and we can love to hate. I don't like your club, but I want your club to do what it needs to do because I'm a lover of the game. I'm not here shaking my bum. We're missing Declan already. That's Matty Rice, Pilar Rice. We're missing the Rice. We want all you brothers there. Do you get me? We want all of you brothers. So there's no excuses. We go toe to toe. Now Declan's going to miss it. I'm sad. I can't even lie to you. I'm sad. I've been put off now. Do you get me? Because Declan is your big player. Yeah? But he's been missing in the first 3 games of this season. Declan knows it. He can come to my yard. He knows it. Celebration. It's not a celebration party, bro. I don't give a damn about your club. Do you get me? I don't care about Arsenal. Arsenal won. Brighton won. It's a case of it's not right, but it's okay. Do you know what I mean? Whitney Houston, it's not right, but it's okay. Do you get me? It was all right for me. It was okay. It weren't right because there were certain things where I was like, raw. The red card, I was like, ooh, I don't know, ref. Maybe you can give him, but it had to be letter of the law. He had to go off. But for me, I don't want to see players going off for things like that. Personally, I don't care if it's a rival. I don't want to see that. If that was Tottenham against Basmati Rice and that's the way that he got sent off, I'd be disappointed. If you deserve to come off, like you've done a dusty challenge, yeah, I want you off. That first tackle from Declan was a disgrace. But that there, and that's what happens. He should know better. When you do rash challenges, you open yourself up for a disaster. And Declan got what was coming to him. Do you get me? So it's his own fault. Alex says, you, man, couldn't beat Leicester. Come on, bro. Bro, you couldn't beat Brighton. What are you telling me? We were away to a motivated Leicester team. You couldn't beat Brighton at home, bro. You adjusted. You come with the right energy, bro. If my club is dusty, then what is your club? What is your club then? You're just as dusty, bro. Just as dusty. Me and Sean have been saying this, me, 3099. We've been saying Arteta needs to be gone by Christmas. We're trying to help these men out. We're trying to help these men out. Ben, I don't need your support. You understand? I don't need your support. We're going to do Leicester, Newcastle getting a royal slapping up. I can't wait for it. Do you get me? Royal slapping up. Michael, big up to you. Big up. Here, Arsenal won, Brighton won. Game done. Do you get me? Game done. Game, set, and match. Callum says, I haven't seen Arteta's post-match. I saw the Brighton manager's post-match, and he was just chatting how they should have won. He needs to touch the grass, probably why he's always outside his technical area. Yeah, I mean, look, Arteta didn't know what hit him, bro. Let's be real. He didn't know what hit him. Arteta don't know what hit him. So, yeah, Arsenal fans, it's unlucky. No, it's not unlucky. Let's be real. Here today, you will agree with me. You're an Arsenal fan. You're objective. They're assembled. You, man, didn't deserve to win the game. You guys were poor. And Brighton was dusty, though. Because if Brighton had just had a bit more balls, they could have easily won this game. Do you know what I'm saying? But you got a point. So Arsenal fans, chins up. You know what I mean? Have your head up. You're still unbeaten. You've got 7 points. Well done to you. Now, over to my club. Make sure you're watching the Newcastle game tomorrow. Make sure. I will be doing a watch-along, live and direct, as you know. Yeah? Make sure we watch it together. Yeah? And we'll show you how you lot need to be moving. Do you get me? Telling me about my first game like it were a myth. We had too much domination in the location. We just didn't finish off the dinner. We can't say the same about you. But look, enjoy the afternoon games. They've all kicked off now, 26 minutes in. I'll be watching all of you. Don't worry. Don't worry about watching me. I'm watching you. On that note, peeps, big up. And I'll be seeing you lot tomorrow. I'll be on Never Have Found, all these other channels, trolling man, later in the afternoon. Enjoy your afternoon, peeps. And see you lot. If not later, I'll see you tomorrow. Enough respect and love.